Good morning, everyone. It's Allanda. Welcome back to the channel. For anyone who is new, this is my weekly update. I've been on a GLP-1 for, I don't know, almost 28 months. I started back in February of 2024, and now every Friday I update you, good or bad, indifferent, on what's going on the journey. So let's get into it. So to date, I've lost 80 pounds, give or take a pound here or there. I'm also going through body recomposition, which means that my body is in the process of losing fat while gaining muscle. And I'm doing that by strength training. Now this week I did strength train twice a week, and then I turned around and did my 2 30-minute walks. So that's about as much as I'm doing on my GLP-1. Now, this is kind of new for me because when I first started the journey, I didn't do anything. I let the medication do its thing and I appreciated it. I have a little video for you to see.
The best advice anyone ever gave me was 2 words. You can't. And you know what my response was? 2 words. Watch me.
And so to achieve that, I literally did nothing. But I realized that that wasn't going to be sustainable, especially if in my mind I was going to get off the medication. So I started actually working out the summer of 2024, and then summer of 2025 I worked out, and then the spring I started working out again. So it's not a consistent, Alanda's always in the gym. Oh girl, no. I do like the gym, and I'm starting to like gym outfits. I don't know, I feel good in them because I can see the transformation in my body. Love it, love it, love it. But I am not to a place where I just crave going to the gym. That's just not me. I also work out a little bit with my son. I have a 12-year-old and he is in the process of trying to buff himself up. Funny but not funny. He has this core little group of friends. There's about 5 of them. He is the shortest one in the group. Kid you not, one of the tallest is 6'2", and he's also 12. He's 6'2". I think the next one is 6 foot. And then it's like 5'10", and my son is 5'7". So he's also the thicker of the group. Everyone else is pretty tall and lean. And so he's like, well, if I'm gonna be a little thick, I'm gonna get chunked. So he's been trying to grow his muscles and do all his thing. And they all pretty much play the same sports. Not necessarily the same position, but the same sport. And so with that, I like to make a reference to us being on our GLP-1 journeys. While we're all in the same sport, we are not in the same position. And that's something that we have to remind ourselves of. Some people are playing power forward. Some people are playing goalie. We just all play our own role when it comes to our life, our style, and our journeys. Some people flat out said, I can't do cardio. I love the walks, but I can't, go a long distance. And that's understandable. I've heard someone say, Allanda, all I got is my vibration plate, and that is what I do. That's cool. Whatever's going to work for you on your journey is what we need to embrace. Not necessarily what I'm doing and come do what I'm doing because what I'm doing is what I'm doing. That's not the case. Because again, everybody's body is different. Everybody's position is different. So with that being said, as we talk about positions, I am switching back to my Zepbound. So when I first started my journey, I was on name brand. I did this for about 10, 11 months. But I stockpiled because, I came in right when the shortage came. So this girl was panicked. And then I switched over to compound because this little bad booger became very expensive and it was cutting into the household budget. YouTube wasn't monetized at that point. Or was it? If it was, I think I was pulling in like $23. So not enough to pay for this. So I switched over to compound, but I still have several boxes. And this one is about to expire. Can y'all see that? It's about to expire. So with that being said, I do have 2 pens in here, and this is a 12.5. I've been on 15. So I am still in the game, but I'm about to switch to a new position. So yeah. Y'all, it's been a minute since I played with one of these. And I have a little fear when I come to this because there was a time where my pen exploded. I won't play the video, but the pen exploded. I put it on my thigh, I pressed the button, and the liquid just fell down my leg. Liquid gold, and my face was just like, Yeah, I had a whole moment. But thankfully, I was able to contact Eli Lilly. I got with the customer service. I gave them this very long number, and they gave me a voucher to replace the entire box. Kudos. And so I was able to get a replacement box for that explosion. Very happy because, like I said, this is a pretty little penny. Mentally, I was like, ah. And what was funny about it, again, this happened during the shortage. I was on five, but I couldn't find a box of 5 anywhere in Houston. Like, I was trying. Everybody had 2.5s, so I went and got a 2.5. And in the video, I'm arguing with myself, do I do 1 or do I do 2? Because 2.5 plus 2.5 is 5. But again, I wanted to stay in the game. I just wasn't sure of my position. And so on the video, I say, okay, I'm going to give myself a 5. I'm going to do 2.5, 2.5. And the universe had other mindsets. It said, no, Allanda, we just going to stay at the 2.5 because, like I said, the pen exploded. And that would be me using 3 pens. The one exploded, one to actually work, and then the other to make the 5. I wasn't about that life. My purse said, we ain't about that. So I didn't do that. I just gave myself the 2.5, and then I got the box. And crazy is that when I went to go get my replacement box, they actually had 5. She's like, we just had a shipment in. Yeah, I can give you a 5. I was like, ain't that something? So crazy story, but it is what it is. So we're going to go ahead and give myself this injection. I am going to go through the belly because that's my sweet spot. I love the belly. I did recently upload a video. Well, not upload because it's been sitting there, y'all. I kid you not. It's been sitting there. I just keep pushing the dates. But I did go ahead and release the video talking about my 2 little nodules because I do tend to give myself the injection in the same spot. Even though I'm rotating, it's the same area. And it's causing, some people would say scar tissue, but it causes little fatty nodules. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. Just FYI. Some of y'all might experience it. Some of y'all might not be experiencing it, but it's something to know about. And then, let's see what else. As far as this week, it was a pretty mundane week. I told y'all last week I was going to be tracking my food, and I did. Well, not really. Monday and Tuesday, I did not do a very good job of tracking because, like I said on my live, when I sit down and start eating, I start eating. Like, I'm like, ooh, it's food, let's eat. And so I'm eating, and then I'm like, oh, shoot, I didn't record. I didn't record this. So then I had to go back and track it all. So by Tuesday night, I went back to eating the basics. We did salmon cakes for the rest of the week because when I stay consistent with the same meals, then it's easier for me to track. And FYI, this is actually coming from 2 dietitians and my primary care physician. If you eat the same thing over and over and over, it's 1, easier for your body. 2, your body knows what to anticipate. And 3, your weight loss is more successful. So a lot of times these programs where you order the kit and Monday's this, Tuesday's this, Wednesday's this, your body gets accustomed to that and it's easier for it to anticipate, which means it's easier for your body to let go of the fat. And so if you notice, there have been at least 2 weeks where I did that. I ate the exact same meal every single day and the pounds dropped. And that's because there's a science to it. Now, mentally, I can't do it. Mentally, I don't want to do that. I don't want to eat the same thing over and over and over. I get bored, I get frustrated. But this week coming up, I'm gonna play in between. I'm still in the game. They're gonna put me center field. Okay, I'm not gonna be in the back, I'm not gonna be in the front, I'm gonna be in center field. I am going to pick a meal with the same 6 ingredients and I'm gonna play around with those 6 ingredients to make different versions of the same meal. And we will see how that goes. Also, I will stand on the scale for that video. I have not stood on the scale in a hot minute because, like I said, when I'm going through body recomposition, my muscles hold weight or hold water. Some days I can see it in my face. I feel more fuller. It is what it is. And everyone keeps telling me, Allanda, it's fine. This is what your body needs to do. At some point, if I ever stop strength training, I will see full results, like my whole results. There we go. Did y'all know I used to do beauty pageants? For a long time ago when I was in Arizona. I literally would stand on stage and I would say stuff and then I'd be like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So I'm very used to saying something and then having to catch myself again, because that is life. But I'm rambling now, so let's go ahead and do this injection. And like I said, next week I'll be in Centerfield. I'm gonna pick the same couple of items and I'm gonna make that work. My breakfast is still gonna be the same: scrambled eggs, some protein, and my protein coffee. And I'm pretty much gonna have the same thing for dinner that I had for lunch, but I'm going to have a little variation to it. All right, let's get this injection. I'm gonna put the mic down, wash my hands, all that fun stuff. So how are y'all doing? Y'all doing okay? I hope so. I've been pretty happy lately. This week I didn't have a cockroach come on me. Woo-hoo-hoo. Matter of fact, I did not see one cockroach in the building. Not a one. So I'm very happy about that. Love my school babies. However, some of them are needing a little bit more motivation than others. Because, you know, they come in and they're just like, I'm still going to have another class to take. I'm still going to have another class to take. And it doesn't matter how fast I take this one because I still got another class. And, you know, it reminds me of our weight loss journey. You know, yeah, I lost a pound, but I got 30 more to lose. Yes, I lost another pound, but I got 29 more to lose. Sometimes it's just good if you chunk it. Just chunk it, chunk it, chunk it. And that's what I keep telling them. Maybe it's just chunk it. Oh, by the way, this is the dress. It's a new dress. It's a new dress. So now I have 13 dresses. It has little decorations at the end. So, new dress. Like the dress. I'm going to do my stomach. But because I'm wearing a dress, y'all can't see everything. Y'all can't see. Let's see how far I can go before YouTube censors me. Maybe. Looks like I'm going to do the top of the stomach. I normally don't like the top of my stomach, y'all. Ooh. Oh, and I have played around with this many a times, and I'm not going to be able to show y'all how to do it. But when I lay on my side, my fat pocket, this goes down. And you can literally see the curvature of what's not fat. If I can show you in a little video, I've tried playing around with it several times, but I'm either showing you my girls or I'm showing you the world down there. Yeah, not ready for the world. Not ready. All right, so anyone who's new with Zepbound, here we go. You want to make sure that you remove the plunger at the end. The medication is right here. You see the bubble move? There is a needle on the inside. We're going to show you the needle real quick. It is very small. You want to make sure it is not on lock. So we're going to unlock it at this moment. And then we're going to firmly press it against your skin and press the purple button. Let's go. So I just did that. Whew. No explosion, right y'all? No explosion. 1, 2, 3. Now we count to 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I know I said count to 10, but I kept talking. So in my mind, it is what it is. Now, there is a tad bit of blood. I'm going to show you. It's normal. It's okay. See, it's normal. It's okay. It does happen. So, Zepbound injection in. I know some of you might be like, come on to stand on the scale. We want to see if the Zepbound is going to make a difference with the compound. And I can tell you for me, it doesn't. It doesn't. I've done both. I've played back and forth. Many a months ago in my journey, when I hit my first stall, I was trying everything under the sun. I tried Zepbound every other week with the compound. I tried different pharmacies with compound. And again, the one thing that was consistent was my body just needed a moment. The medication wasn't the issue. It was my body adjusting to the medication. So there shouldn't be a difference for me this week. It should still be the same old thing. I hope y'all are doing well, and I'll talk to y'all later.